Various items are sold on eBay and Craigslist every day, all the way from clothes to cars. The things on this list, however, are far more unusual. I'm Mike with List 25, and here are the 25 weirdest things ever sold on eBay and Craigslist. And in case you're wondering why the hell I'm wearing this outfit for this list, what it has to do with it, I actually bought both of these on eBay, so that's why. 25. More than you can handle. The Amish community are a deeply religious group of people who you may know from documentaries or movies such as Witness with Harrison Ford. It's interesting learning about their culture, but would you really want 40 life-size wax figures of the Amish? Well, that's what one Craigslist seller banked on in 2018 when they listed these things, which originally came from Lancaster Wax Museum. 24. Passion of the Crust. An American woman decided to sell her partially eaten grilled cheese on eBay in 2004. Why? Because it looked like the Virgin Mary. Why else? Diana Dizer from Florida was made an offer by Golden Palace Online Casino, who purchased the sandwich for an astonishing $28,000. I remember this. 23. Child's Play. Legendary director Steven Spielberg started out when he was just a kid. So it made sense that a listing appeared on Craigslist one time asking for help with a 7-year-old's movie project. And just because the director was small didn't mean the film was too. The job involved assisting the mini movie maker as they shot their feature. This was reportedly being produced at a cost of around $250,000. Papa had some deep pockets. Hey guys, just jumping in here real quick to tell you some exciting news. You know how you love watching our videos for amazing facts? Well, what if I told you that you could also have 500 amazing facts in the palm of your hand? That's right, we wrote a book. This one right here. What the facts are you talking about? And you can order it right now and have List 25 right in your library or on your coffee table or wherever it is you keep your books. It's available right now on Amazon, so click the link in the description and grab yourself and friends and family a copy today. 22. Carbo-why-drates. You don't automatically think of romance with potatoes. Well, maybe you don't, but I don't even know what that means. But that's because you haven't seen this harp-shaped spud for sale on Craigslist. Back in 2016, the seller listed it as perfect for people wanting to propose to their loved one on Valentine's Day. Simply place the ring on top of the potato and bam! Instant wedding fuel, am I right? Oh no. 21. Casey Anthony mask. We've all heard of novelty masks, but this is something else. Casey Anthony is the wrongfully convicted mother of 3-year-old Kaylee Anthony, whose remains were discovered in 2008. Casey went to jail on connected charges before being acquitted soon after and released in 2011. Originally made for a parody video, the Casey Anthony latex mask was eventually sold on eBay for almost $1 million. Yeah, you heard me right. 20. Little less condensation. The king of rock and roll was Elvis Presley, and he had many fans, to say the least. So when someone sold some water that had touched Presley's lips in 1977 on eBay, it created a whole lot of shaking online. There was a plastic cup also, but this wasn't for sale. Hold on, was eBay even around in 1977? Nope. Seller Wade Jones from North Carolina kept it in his freezer for decades before finally putting it up for auction in 2005. The winning buyer paid $455. And I must stress, this was for the water only. 19. Jurassic parking. This Dino-skeleton-style tricycle looks funky, but I've got to say, it's one weird way of getting around. It wouldn't look out of place in a Pee Wee Herman movie, right? The seller put it on Craigslist advertising cool facts, such as it having a top speed of 15 miles an hour. Did anyone buy it, or did the listing become extinct? We're not sure. 18. Headspace. Anyone with money can pay for a billboard or online ad telling people about their product or service. Only the really smart people pay a dude to have a temporary tattoo inked onto his forehead. Andrew Fisher offered his face as ad space, eventually receiving a winning eBay bid of $37,375 in 2005. What did he promote? A product that reportedly stopped you snoring. Something you certainly won't be doing while watching this video, right? 17. Guinea pig armor. Did you know you can buy armor for a guinea pig? Well, now you do. In 2013, someone had the bright idea of giving a furry pet a Game of Thrones style makeover. So, was there any interest? Let me put it this way. The cute suit of armor sold for $1,150. You might say that's one epic bill of sale. Or you might not say that and carry on with your day. 16. Hot buns. This unusual seating arrangement from Craigslist will keep your buns toasty warm. And it should, because it's a chair shaped like a toaster. The freaky furniture item was listed in 2014. The seller apparently wanted to ditch the toaster chair due to moving house. Whoever made it must have been some kind of genius, stating that the chair lit up red inside when you pulled the lever. He also admitted it wasn't comfy to sit on. It's kind of a fatal error there, buddy. I mean, no one would have known otherwise. Until they bought it and sat on it, I guess. 15. It's Britney's chewing gum, bitch. Do you love Britney Spears enough to purchase a chewed piece of gum from her mouth? Well, if you do, have you considered therapy? In 2004, a seller decided to pick up the discarded piece of squidgy goodness and put it on eBay. Can you believe it was finally sold for $14,000? I'm guessing the gum was pressed against the wall of the winning bidder's home for everyone to see. 14. Town for sale. Welcome to the crazy side of America. Seneca in California is an Old West town that was eventually abandoned after all the gold mining and shooting. It was then posted on Craigslist in 2013 with the hilarious title, Ghost Town with Liquor License. Why buy an entire town without one? It sounds weird, but the seller had the last laugh. Seneca was finally sold for $240,000. Yeehaw! 13. Sproutrageous. Brits love their Brussels sprouts at Christmas. Or rather, a lot of them don't, but they eat them anyway because of tradition. In 2013, Dan Elam from Herefordshire in England advertised his cooked leftover sprouts on eBay. He wasn't insane. He actually wanted to raise money for charity, so good for him. His 5 sprouts were sold for approximately $130. Nothing says Christmas better than a vegetable that smells the same on your plate as it does coming out the other end hours later. 12. What riff? What can $15 buy you on eBay? How about an autographed guitar? Autographed by who? I'm not sure that matters. You see, the item for sale was an air guitar, which actually reminds me, I really need to list my invisible Ferrari. So, any takers? Sold as seen, folks, and you'll actually need to come collect it yourself. So, let me know in the comments below if you're interested. $1 million. Or best offer. 11. Nailed it. In 2015, a new superhero was born. Nail Clipper Man. Actually, I made that up. This is in fact a costume on Craigslist made from cardboard and shiny materials. While I applaud someone with the time on their hands to make this thing, I can't help but wonder why. Maybe it was to promote a local manicure business? Whatever the reason, it offered double the value because it came with a set of Christmas lights. Woo! As a Jew, I'm on it. 10. Fantastic flake. How many times have you eaten a bowl of cereal and not bothered to study its contents? I mean, why would you do that? Well, you might find, say, a cornflake in the shape of the state of Illinois. It takes a special kind of genius to then auction that flake on eBay. This is exactly what happened in 2008 when a pair of sisters sold the item for $1,350. Where did they live? Where else? Virginia. Plus, the cornflake went to a museum, which is surely the weirdest part of the story. 9. The Papal Dorito. Golden Palace Casino grabbed attention for buying a grilled cheese sandwich that many agreed looked like the Virgin Mary. But they didn't stop there. In 2005, they paid an incredible $1,209 for a Dorito that resembled the Pope's hat. The sale took place on eBay. All they need now is a pretzel in the shape of a crucifix, and they're cooking with gas. 8. Totally jarring. It may look like an ordinary jar, but this is actually something truly evil. A malevolent presence, or a black thing as it was described, was available to buy on eBay in 2003. If the seller was hoping to offload the haunted jar, they wound up disappointed. Despite an eye-wateringly high bid of approximately $55,000, the auction fell through. Could the evil ghost have been responsible for this, or did someone come to their senses? 7. Boldly going. Captain Kirk from Star Trek faced a ton of threats, from Romulans to Tribbles. William Shatner, the actor who played him, is more of a regular guy, as this special eBay auction showed. He wanted to raise money for a charity in 2006, which is cool. How did he do it? He sold his kidney stone on eBay, of course. The exclusive chunk of Shatner went for $25,000. Whoever placed that bid must have really wanted to cling on to it. 6. Robo rice. You'd think a robot designed and built solely for the purpose of cooking rice would be found in some high-concept shopping catalog. But no, it was advertised on Craigslist in 2014. Now, at the risk of sounding controversial, this'll go fantastically, this looks more like an appliance than a robot, but I'm willing to be convinced. Does it respond to voice commands? No, but if you send it a message on Twitter, it'll cook up a delicious starchy treat. Sounds too weird? Did I mention it was free? 5. Rubber duck of doom. If you see this ducky, then you're unlucky. An eBay seller wanted a weird rubber duck out of his life, so he posted an ad. The duck was weird due to the fact that it was allegedly capable of possessing kids, which makes it not so much weird as extremely sinister. The buyer paid $107.50 to own the unusual item. What did they use it for? Actually, I don't want to know, and after hearing this story, I feel like I need a bath, minus the duck. 4. Cruise control. If you want to feel like Top Gun, then it only takes an hour. At least according to the person on Craigslist who can teach you how to impersonate the legendary star Tom Cruise. I'm not so sure the world needs a bunch of cruise-alikes, but who knows? Sounds like risky business to me. 3. Anyone need a granny? Our next online listing was arguably the shortest lasting. It may have seemed like a great idea for 10-year-old Zoe Pemberton from Essex, England to advertise her own grandmother on eBay back in 2009. Unfortunately for the little prankster, eBay disagreed. The listing was banned for human trafficking reasons, and poor Marion Goodall remained safe and sound. 2. Torture porn ice cube. If you wanted to buy something from the Saw movie franchise, wouldn't it be something like, I don't know, a costume or an item of torture equipment? Actually, no. Some people are interested in purchasing screen-used ice cubes as featured in movie number 3. The items were advertised on eBay, among other places. Yes, there appears to be a few of these ice cubes for sale. That's totally chilling. I've never seen Saw. 1. The ultimate answer. The true meaning of life can be found on eBay. A quarter of a century ago, one seller claimed to know what was behind the mystery of life, the universe, and everything. People were naturally intrigued. Cheapskates, that is. The secret was finally sold for $3.26 after a less than impressive bidding war. So what was this person selling? Amazingly, we don't know, but hopefully it was a few bucks well spent. And that's it for our rundown of the weirdest things ever sold on eBay and Craigslist. We go from weird listings to creepy photos for our next video on spine-chilling historical images. You can check that out here. Shop safely, and I'll see you soon for a whole new list. And let me know in the comments below the weirdest thing you've ever purchased online. Oh, crap, wait. That was a mistake to ask.